Hi, my name is Shiloh Torres. I am a sophomore at Central Michigan University, and today I will be teaching you how to hold the clarinet. So first we'll talk about the general appearance of the clarinet and making sure that you have all of the pieces put together correctly so your hands will be in the correct position when we learn about that. So first off, the reed will always be facing you. Here's the reed, and then there is a hole on the back. So here's the hole. The hole should be facing you, and then you'll put your reed on. And we'll learn more about how to put the reed on properly in a different demonstration, but for now, just know that hole is where your reed is gonna be placed. Reed is gonna be placed on the hole, and the hole should be facing you. And then you have the barrel. It doesn't have a general place. There's no labels. But then the label of the mouthpiece should be lined up with the label of the first joint of the clarinet. Now the second joint from here to here doesn't have a label, but it does have these keys, which should be lined up with these keys. These circular keys should all be lined up in a straight line. But other than that, there is a little bridge key right here that connects the first and the second joint of the clarinet. Now when you're putting together your clarinet, you're going to want to hold down the second button with a little metal ring around it, and when I press that down, let's see if I can put it on camera, it's going to lift that little bridge key up. So let me just take this apart, and then when you put it together, this is how it will be when you're not pressing it. You want to lift that up so you can push it in properly without hitting the other bridge key, which is this one, the second bridge key. And then you're going to want to place it back down. It's going to be a little hard to see on video, but there's a little line. There's two little lines on the first bridge key. You're going to want to line up with the second bridge key. So those are going to be evenly placed, and that's going to be important for moving your keys. Then you're going to want to put your barrel on, and that's just going to be lined up with the label on it. So this label and this label and this label should all be connected in a straight line. So that is the first part of this demonstration. So for the second part of the demonstration, we're just going to talk about the head position and the body position, hand position, finger position, and the motions. So your own head position should be parallel to the ground, and then when you lift your clarinet up, the clarinet is going to be 30 degrees from your face. So drop this. That should be roughly the angle that your clarinet is when you're holding it up. So not tucked underneath, not straight forward or higher. And then we'll talk about the fingering positions. So for your fingers, we're going to use our left hand first. Go to the back, and there is a back key right here. You're going to place your left thumb over this key, and you're going to hover it above this key right here. Cover this key and hover above this one. For the front, we're going to put our right index finger on the first keyhole with a metal ring, middle finger on the second keyhole with a metal ring, and then there's a third keyhole right here. It's a little bit harder to see because it does not have a metal ring around it. And then your pinky is going to hover above the B key, which is this one right here. So overall, it's going to be like this. I'm hovering above this, covering 1, 2, 3, and hover above the B key. Now for your right hand, we're gonna do, this is the second joint now. For our left hand, it was the first joint. Right hand is gonna be the second joint. We're gonna start in the back again. This is gonna be your thumb rest. This is not a key. You can just rest your thumb here. You have a little adjuster right here, but that's for a different video. So we're gonna rest our thumb underneath. We're gonna rest our thumb right about where our joint is on our thumb. And then for our fingers, again, we're gonna look at the holes. So 1 metal ring, 2 metal ring, and now we have a 3rd metal ring. And then our pinky is gonna hover above this F key. So again, we have our finger rest, 1 metal ring, 2 metal ring, 3 metal ring, and then hover above the F key like we did with our left hand above the B key. And that is going to be our right hand. Now for finger motion. For the motion of our fingers while we're playing, we want to keep them close to the clarinet. We don't want to have them flying all around because we're not going to be able to get back to the clarinet keys in time, and we're going to be a little bit messed up if we do that. If we keep them closer, it's easier to cover the holes quicker, make a better sound. Also making sure that they're covered all the way. If they're flying all the way up here, you're going to have to remember to cover it all the way. Your fingers might land in the wrong spot if you're having them all up here, but if they're in a closer proximity, you're going to hit them just right. And that's going to be the motion of your fingers when you're playing clarinet.